This is a brand new Scott Felder home, the Chesapeake plan in Rancho Santa Fe in Liberty Hill, Texas. We're going to get into the tour right now.
Guys, welcome back. Today we are looking at the Chesapeake plan by Scott Felder. Acreage lot. So many upgrades. 3458 square feet. Views. So much going on in this amazing home. I am not going to say the address because if you're watching this after it's sold, I want to be respectful to the seller. But this plan, this one, the Lindale, and a couple of others are the top performing floor plans Chesapeake has to offer. You can click the link here to see another one that we've done. It's, I think, long since sold, but super familiar with Chesapeake, super familiar with Scott Felder's plans. The model home, we actually did a video on that one over in Santa Rita Ranch, is actually the Chesapeake, and it is a amazing plan. So we're going to get right into it. There's a bathroom around that corner. Behind me is the laundry room. I could walk through this tour with my eyes closed. I've done so many of these Chesapeakes. They're absolutely astounding. Just so much going on. And the options on these plans are amazing. So you guys, and just so you know, this one was recently reduced. It was 1.125 million. 124,990, but now it was reduced to $904,000. So 904,990. So the value is off the charts. Let me tell you why this is an incredible value. Number one, it's on an acreage lot. If 183 is completed, the tollway that comes right up through Liberty Hill. Now, I live in Liberty Hill. I was in Austin for 20 plus years, and now I'm in Liberty Hill. I love Liberty Hill. But there are only 3 or 4 acreage communities out here. There are 3 legit, like dedicated acreage communities, and there are other ones with larger lots like Clearwater Ranch and Northgate. But this community, North Haven, Rio Rancho, are one of the few neighborhoods, and those are all built out and done. There are still some buildings, some houses going up over in Clearwater Ranch, but this neighborhood is just about done, and North Haven has got some options too, but it won't be long before these neighborhoods are closed. Once we have no acreage communities, there's going to be maybe a few more over time, but not that are super accessible to schools. Once 183 is done and these communities are sold out, the values on these homes are going to go up like crazy. And what's amazing is that right now the builders are offering incentives. Right now we're rates as low as 5.99 if you go through the builder's lender, Scott Felder's lender. And there are so many options here. Now this is the Chesapeake dining space. This is the breakfast area. Here is the extended full island, which is huge. So many bar seating options here. Tons of cabinets, tons of storage. This one has the option to go straight into that dining space, the formal dining space, but you can make that an office. We're in this vaulted, oversized back patio. So amazing. Now, they didn't put any kitchen finishes here, but Scott Felder's known for their amazing kitchen finishes. Some of their kitchens are up to $60,000, $70,000, but they're just so lovely. Now, this is a huge lot, again, an acre. They put grass out just behind, ending just behind the backyard, but the front yard is all sodded and beautiful. I believe it's irrigated as well. And so it's just absolutely lovely. Going back in, the upgrade for the 2-door, 4-panel sliders is just lovely. And I love that round kind of rotunda as you're walking into the house there. We have that dining space on your left as you're coming in. The kitchen's on your left, the breakfast area. Now we're going to go back in through this opening to the formal bedroom, or the owner's bedroom, the owner's suite. There's a large bedroom and a large bathroom with a pass-through luxury spa shower, which is just unreal. Getting an acre for this amount of money, less than $905,000, with a home that's 3458 square feet, 3.5 baths, 4 beds. Now, I just did a video on, it's actually the neighboring property, but it's a Lindale plan. I will not say the address, again, out of respect for the seller in the event of you watching this after it's sold. I don't want their house to be searchable by address. But the neighboring house is for sale. It's a Lindale plan, and that one is loaded, but it's still more expensive than this one. It's $919. This one's $10 grand less. That's like 15 grand less. And in my opinion, it's got a lot of, the neighboring house has a little bit better view. It looks out over the hills. But as far as the interior, the Chesapeake plan is a win. I mean, I just love it. So many incredible things going on in this particular plan. What, guys, views, I mean, the lot, you just can't, it's the limit. There's so few options left for getting any kind of space, any kind of acreage space and options. So these communities are just selling out like crazy, and Liberty Hill is exploding. And just so you know, guys, Liberty Hill football is killing it, which is one of the reasons why people love Liberty Hill. The sports programs are just so incredible. We're going to the state finals tonight in Houston. And actually, my daughters are in the lacrosse team, so we have a competition out there. So we're going to be going to the game tonight, provided it doesn't rain. And then I believe the girls volleyball team went to state this year. And so many amazing things are happening. The school district is incredible. I love it. They just got an A rating on their financial integrity review for the 7th consecutive year. So just a lot of amazing things. So if you want an expert in Liberty Hill, let me know. We live here. We believe in this place. So this bathroom's got the his and hers. Traditionally is what we call the his and hers closets. You saw one closet, then there was the second. You have the pass-through shower, that standalone soaking tub in front of it, and the double vanity split with lots of closets and a dedicated, obviously, toilet area. Now we're going to come back around here. This is the other offset. So there's an insert right there where you can put in built-ins or whatever you want to do in there. And then you walk in and there's another suite kind of off the main living space here, a bedroom here. You have your closet. Of course, it's en suite. So you have your own dedicated bath in here as well. Nice tucked away, private little off the main living area, but just a really awesome plan. This plan is so smart. It's one of my favorites. My wife and I were actually, before we bought the home that we bought now, we live on an acre in another acreage community. But before we bought in the acreage community, who's that guy right there? What's up, y'all? Yo, real quick, people tell me, Keith, you should be in the video. Like, they asked me to show my face more. If you guys want me to show my face more, leave me a comment. Otherwise, I just assume you love seeing the houses. We'll just keep it the way it is. But if you'd like to see more face, more engagement, entertainment, whatever, I'm happy to do that. So here is by the way, I'm a little under the weather as well. You can kind of hear the stuffiness. I'm sorry. Doesn't convey well when you're on the microphone. The dining room here, you have that tray ceiling in here as well with that suspended light, that chandelier, and it goes right into this into the kitchen space, which is so nice. But you can turn that space, not if you build it, they can also make that a office space. But obviously this is a completed spec. There is no altering that. I mean, you could wall that off, put French doors there, and then you could close off that doorway. And then maybe you can put built-ins or whatever. But if you do make that when you're building that plan and you make the dining room an office and they wall off that doorway, they actually put closet space there. So you open it up and then there's like pantry space there. So that's what they do if they don't have the office. But since it's a dining room, you have the pass-through, and you go straight in. Here is that is the closet outside that guest bath right there, apart on the other side of the rotunda. Now we're going to come through here. There's a seating area, kind of a drop zone / mud space here. And there is the bench seat that opens. You have storage inside, which is a really cool little feature. Lots of storage in there. You put your shoes and your backpacks or whatever it is you want to hide from the rest of the guests that you have come. They always do a good job putting some sort of decorative tile in the laundry space. Obviously, they don't want to put hardwood in here. They could probably put LVP in here. I have LVP. Nope, I don't. I have tile in my wet rooms, but you could. I don't think there's anything wrong with putting LVP in wet rooms because it's very, very durable. But they do the tile and they make it lovely. It's a contrast and effort finish. Here is your 3-car garage. I do love the step around, like the walk around. Of course, that's great for having your shelves and putting your all your shelves and your shelving and so forth in here so you can kind of get it back and out of the way. It is irrigated. I did mention that earlier. And here is the Rainbird irrigation control panel that's in your garage there. So, lots of, and that lovely red oak tree is in the front yard. It is deceptively small. You look at the house from the street, you see the elevation, you're like, there's no way this house is 3,458 square feet. And it's all on a single story plan. The single story plan is really the game changer. My wife and I, if we ever do another house, we'll probably do, I'm sure we will do another house. We move all the time. But if we did another house, it would probably be a single story. We just love the idea of getting a single story. Stairs are great, but as you start getting older, it is not the best. We're not quite there yet, but eventually, yeah, I don't know if we'll want to do 2 stories. Here's another pantry or storage space, closet space, whatever you need it for, just available for you. So lots going on there. And guys, this community is really close. There's only 3 or 4. Rancho Santa Fe, Rio Ancho, North Haven are the only acreage communities that are selling left, and they're selling out. And then there's, as I mentioned, Clearwater Ranch, Northgate. They do have larger lots up to an acre, but some of them are third, some of them are half, or 3/4. They're not all full acres, and they're gone. For the most part, they're gone. Clearwater does have some left, but they're getting further and further back. So guys, once these acreage lots go, they're not slated. I don't think we have any more slated low density communities. Now, I do know that Lariat has larger low density areas that are going to be maybe a third of an acre. It's going to be kind of a lower density section of the phase 2 of their development out in Lariat off County Road 214. But I'm not aware of any more acreage communities coming in. So there's so few that are available. So you definitely want to keep your eye on that. So here is the 2 bedrooms on the front side of the house with the pass-through Jack and Jill by the front door, tucked away and back into this main entry. And here is your office. So if you don't do the office, you can actually have a 2 office plan on the Chesapeake. Another reason why I love this so much, on a single story, 3,458 square feet, you can have 2 offices, or you can have an office and a formal dining, and you can have 4 bedrooms. So just amazing. And that shower in the owner's suite, just absolutely off the chain. Just beautiful. Guys, if you have any questions, we exist to bring you value. We exist to help people just like you consider the move, making a transition, thinking about making the move. Guys, I'm gonna walk around the front, show you the front of the house, and then I'm gonna show you the side entry here, and then you can kind of see the view. But this is an expensive decision. It's a hard decision. It's an emotional decision. And you need an advocate who's going to care for you in this process. We want to be that. We've got over 200 5-star reviews. We've been doing this for 13 years, helping people just like you do exactly what you're planning on doing, making a local or remote move, a relo, what we call a relo or a relocation. And it's just part of what we do all day long. We love it. So let us be an advocate for you. You can reach out to me by following the instructions. There's any one of a number of ways to connect with me in my description, 24 hours a day. Would love to be available for you. Thank you for taking time. Look at that beautiful red oak tree. Certainly appreciate you guys being here and following along. YouTube's going to make a couple of recommendations on this incredible, some other videos things that you will love. Check one of those. Like, comment, subscribe, come back for more. So blessed to have you here. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you on the next one.